Yo, alright, we got another video by my boy Paris here. We got the worst chokes in Fortnite history. I'm expecting to see some crazy sells in this video. Remember, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We're trying to hit 10K on this channel. Please do what it says above my head. Use code KDOG in the item shop. Let's get into
video
it.
Game choke. From bots to pro players, nobody is safe from choking.
Nope.
But over the years,
I be choking.
chokes have cost people insane amounts of money and opportunity.
No.
From losing $40,000 in the easiest MrBeast challenge ever,
oh my gosh,
to even losing out on $600,000 because of an accidental reload.
Wait, what? Okay, I'm locked in. Lock in. I'm actually hooked right here. What's the first one?
Was the biggest tournament in Fortnite history, which of course meant there
probably
was
all
insane
time
pressure
too
on pros to qualify for it. And one of those pros who struggled to qualify was Mitro. While he easily qualified for duos and mongrel, he struggled in solos after a slew of subpar placements.
Yeah, that is
but in
really
week
bad.
5, it looked like he would finally do it. Going into his final game, he was high up in the leaderboard and just needed one more decent game to guarantee his spot and place within the top 8. However, one unfortunate shadow bomb misplay cost him his entire qualification.
The replacement points is carefully watching.
Oh my gosh. And there's nothing you can even do about it either.
Oh, you're better than this. We know this.
Did he die?
Not make the edit.
Oh my, bro, I forgot how if you threw a shadow bomb and you didn't already have the edit, you were just dead. Like, that's where this item was so good in like duos, because you could shadow bomb, your duo would edit, and then he would go. But in solos, if you mess this up, you're screwed.
Mitro ended off his 10 games with a 1 elimination 19th, missing World Cup qualification by 5 points. Had he been able to play out this game, he surely would have made it. At minimum, he lost $50,000 from this mistake, but knowing how good Mitro was in 2019, he could have placed very high in the finals.
Yeah,
and made
that's
some
insane,
money.
bro.
Scented today is known for his second place scores.
Scented? Wait, Scented have chokes?
Came at the hands of a disastrous choke. Going into the final game of the Chapter 2 Season 6 FNCS, Scented and his trio were in first place by a tight margin. It was their FNCS
4 points
but then
today.
Scented made the call to push
I
into
remember this actually.
one of the bottom performing teams on the
leaderboard. And he died, didn't he?
This happened.
We were gonna win the fight 1 billion%. We were about to win the fight. And C, Scoped, and Tragics were hiding in the building while we were fighting, and I got jumped on. But like, that's kind of like the one where I was like, wow, we really had a chance to win this one.
Wow.
The resulting fallout of this mistake
Second place.
Scented this FNCS, and to this day,
and he's never gonna get a win.
Won an FNCS, placed in second place 5 times. But at least Scented
5. Do people understand how insane 5 second places is? Like, that's almost more impressive than winning 5 times. That's insane.
Unlike Queasy. Most people know about the iconic showdown between Kami and Queasy's team at the 2022 Invitational. However, most people incorrectly interpret the events of the fight. The common thought among the Fortnite player base is that Vino choked because he missed his pump shot onto Kami in the final moments.
He couldn't place a wall though.
But the real choke is what happened 25 seconds prior to Vino missing his pump shot.
Wait, what?
That single ramp edit from Queasy is what really cost them the win. Had Queasy just held the wall and waited a few more seconds, Vino could have come up behind Kami and netted them an easy 2v1 kill. But instead, the duo settled for second place.
I don't know if I would say that is a bigger choke than what Vino did. Like, it was definitely like a little bit rushed, and he could have like slowed some things down. But like,
out on an additional
I don't know about that. Maybe.
In contrast, cracking to the pressure is exactly what lost Kami and Seti $150,000 in the Grand Royale. Going into the last game, Kami, Seti, and Teak were in second, trailing close behind Tayson's team in first. However, it was looking like Seti's tournament to win after Tayson's team went down in a disappointing 12th. All they had to do was survive, but then this happened.
How many mats did they got? 1 build? I mean,
without his trio mates, Teak was left to fend for himself.
I mean, he had no mats though. It's not like he just fell off.
Now, most new gen players remember those, but the next few only OGs will remember. Back in 2018, when MrBeast still had a soul, he frequently made videos on Fortnite, specifically donating money to random Fortnite streamers for doing mundane tasks.
Look how many views those videos got.
Oh my gosh. When he donated $70,000 to Courage JD after challenging him to win a game. However, what most don't remember is in that same video, pro player Has the Great lost out on $40,000 because he choked.
Win this next game and me and Simon donate $40,000. This is a YouTube video.
Bro.
No! No, dude!
That's
Haz
actually
was a pro player
insane.
and was far beyond just regular pub matches.
Yeah,
at that
he was a
point.
good
So it
pro
should have been
too.
the easiest $40,000 of his life.
Yeah.
But he cracked under the pressure. And for those who don't know,
That is kind of
Haz the
insane.
Great is young Calc's older brother, and we
Yeah.
will be talking about Calc later on.
Dang,
so
they
stay
both
tuned.
had some of the craziest
Throughout the
chokes
early
in
months of
Fortnite
2018,
history, didn't they?
The premier tournament was Keemstar's Friday Fortnite, and in the Week 9 semifinals, one of the worst self-destructions in history would be witnessed. In Game 1, Daquan and Camille's racked up a comfortable 15-kill lead on Tfue and Cloaksy. All they had to do was play it safe and just follow Tfue and Cloak around to steal their kills. Instead,
I remember
they
that
went
was
to
the
Fatal
strat
Fields,
back then.
Only got 3 kills in the entire match, and when it came down to the final squad, this happened.
We're down by 2 kills, dude. He's... Oh, right in front of me. Last three.
This was a
Bizzle's
crazy
running.
clutch by Cloak, though.
Got 1. Got 2.
He got all of them right here, I'm pretty sure.
Got them all.
That's insane.
Next to me. Got them all. Let's go.
I won by 2?
Somehow,
Bro, that's
someway,
insane.
Daquan and Camille
That's
lost the match,
insane.
while Tfue and Cloak.
Wait, who all is on this list? Tfue and Cloak, Myth and Hamlin's, Typical Gamer and Thieves, Daquan and Camille's. Wait, they finished in 4th because
later
of
went
that?
on to win the entire tournament. The
Oh my
fallout from this
God.
choke would lead Camille's to getting benched by TSM and his pro career essentially ruined. But that choke
Oh,
was
wow.
nowhere near as embarrassing.
I didn't know
as
Fortnite
Bizzle
Friday
and
was
Hesse's
that serious
choke
back
in Week
then.
3 of the summer skirmish. The
got-
format for the tournament
You got kicked off your org for not doing good in a pub kill
was
race?
simple.
Dang.
First to 13
That's crazy how
points
far
wins.
competitive this came.
So going into the final game, Bizzle and Hesse played super aggressive since they were at 12 points. Not long into the match, they secured the last elimination they needed to crack 13 points and began to celebrate.
Still 30 players, okay? They've got to keep...
We won! Leave us alone!
However, unbeknownst to
Wait.
them, the points were only tallied after the matches ended, meaning that anyone could still overtake them if they ended with more points. And unfortunately for Bizzle,
Is that
Zane
not
and Saf
obvious?
clutched out the final game with a 5 elim win, putting them ahead of Bizzle and Hesse. As a result, Bizzle lost out on an extra $12,000.
Bro, wait,
So
does he have his
lesson learned,
reaction to
never
this?
celebrate too early.
Oh,
All the
he doesn't have his
aforementioned chokes are
reaction,
notable,
bro.
But in order to get into some
No.
truly iconic chokes, you need to turn to Fortnite's reboot rounds. Throughout Chapter
Yeah.
2, FNCS formats always had what was called a reboot round in order to fill the last 2 to 3 qualification spots for a grand finals. The reboot rounds was an all or nothing game. If you won, you qualified the grand finals. Placed second, and you may as well have gotten dead last. So understandably, the stakes in these matches were high, and in Chapter 2 Season 6 on NA East, Calc, Joji, and Osp would be on the receiving end of the greatest clutch in Fortnite history. In the first reboot round,
Is this still? I think Peterbot's Global's clutch is better than this now. It just all like stakes and everything like that go into a clutch. I think Peterbot's solo clutch was better than this now. But like this is definitely
Calc and his
probably
team were in the
top
prime position to
3.
win. They had high
Maybe
ground
second?
and all other players were solos, but due to communication
3v1
blunders and Joji
clutch
not
to
checking
make
his back,
grands.
this happened.
I haven't seen this in so long.
Oh my gosh, right by the service, he caught one! Oh my gosh! Potentially! Oh my gosh! No way! Every advantage! He has the builds! He has the health!
While people congratulated
insane,
Sprite,
bro.
most of the community immediately turned to shitting on Calc since he was a pretty controversial figure.
Yeah.
This choke led to Calc quitting the game, forever tarnishing his career.
Wait, he quit because of that? I'm happy with everything I accomplished in Fortnite and have been happy with it for a while now. I think I'm done with it. Been wanting to quit for 7 months, and if I can't put my all into something, then I'm just wasting my time with it.
However, Calc would have a chance to recover 2 seasons later.
Okay, yeah, he's literally
Calc was
playing right
yet
here.
again in the reboot round, this time with Bank Teller and Looter. They were a full trio with good loot and
Is this not the most random trio ever? Calc, Looter, who is an OCE player,
materials.
and
All Looter
Bank
had to do
Teller.
was just pop his medkit at the right time to win the heal off, and the win was theirs.
You keep saying watch Luda. Don't tell me he fucks this. Luda, please, no. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. You didn't get it. I
Yeah.
can tell. He didn't
Look
get it.
how many whites he has. Does that say 4 medkits? Oh no, that says 2. 2 medkits, 6 cabbages, and 2
You didn't get it. You didn't get it.
floppers.
I can tell.
Wow.
I want to die.
I
That's
want to crawl
insane.
into a hole and die.
None of the players on this trio ever recovered, all later going on to quit the game. You
Yeah,
can't
that's
help but
insane.
feel bad for Calc, whose Fortnite career fizzled out and died on possibly the saddest low ever. But at least Calc didn't lose out on $600,000, unlike Epic Whale.
The
Epic Whale's Game 5
$600,000
of the Fortnite
reload.
World Cup solos is perhaps the worst choke in Fortnite history. In the
Really?
middle of the match, Epic Whale is in a great position, center zone, and on top of a hill. All of a sudden, Riverson comes up to the hill Epic was on and tries to base up next to him. But Epic Whale
his
gets an
baller?
excellent beam onto Riverson, leaving him at only 80 HP. All
Okay.
Epic Whale had to do was hit a single pump shot, but then, this happened.
6th position. Riverson in 4th.
100?
This is a battle at the top of the leaderboard, stuck inside a box, a back and forth jump, and Epic cannot.
Had Epic Whale
Why do I
secured this
not remember
elimination,
that?
He would have definitely been able to net enough points to be able to overtake.
Oh my gosh, he was 1 point behind. Bro, I always remember Epic Whale in World Cup, like, doing super well, getting 3rd place in it, like, being in that whole documentary with him, Booga, and Psalm. But, like, bro, I did not realize that was the play.
Second, taking his winnings from
Oh
1.2
my
million to 1.
gosh. I feel like this never gets talked about, like, ever. Why? Like, this is my first time hearing about this, like, since World
Epic Whale
Cup.
has more than recovered from this choke. There is still
That's
denying
insane.
that it still haunts him to this day. And yeah, sorry about that one.
One more kill equals 17, not as bad as a 600K World Cup.
Subscribe and
That's
check out my
crazy,
second
bro.
channel.
Hey, bro, W Paris once again. Subscribe to him, sub up to this channel, do what says above my head. Please just go K-Dog in the item shop if you guys want to support me even more. Let me know what some things you guys want me to react to in the comment section down below. Thank God for another day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.